Hello and welcome back to the Bright Light Wellness YouTube channel and the Healing with Homeopathy Substack. Today I have something different for you. It's Halloween and it's my birthday, and I wanted to share with you a download that I got. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you on my birthday and on Halloween, that's my birthday, is because I feel like the remedy that I've been on, which is Carcinosin 1M, I took it 3 months ago and I have not taken another remedy since, really trying to hold strong on seeing what it does because it's a very deep acting remedy and I want to give it that time and space to really do all of its deep healing work. So, interestingly enough, carcinosin is really good for people with autoimmunity. It doesn't mean that if you have autoimmunity, you should go and take carcinosin. But those people struggle with boundaries and they struggle with self-love greatly as well. Anybody who struggles with autoimmunity, you struggle with self-love, feelings of not worthiness, feelings of not good enough, likely. These are probably themes, right? And one thing that I've always kind of really hated about myself, which is kind of terrible to say, like I would actually say I hate this about myself, which I think is shifting amazingly, is I've always really hated my birthday. I'm born on Halloween, October 31st, right? And I've always really hated it because I felt like, number one, it wasn't all about me. And my birthday should be all about me, right? Right? Shouldn't it be? Like it gets over, like people who are born on Christmas or New Year's, right? It kind of gets like, whatever, like it's just it's just because it's a holiday, it gets overshadowed, right? I think I've always felt that like my whole life. And then it's kind of like the worst birthday ever, especially as a mom because you have to like tend to the kids so much because so much time and attention has to go to them. And then you kind of have to do what they want with the trick-or-treating and the friends. And it was just like that day never felt like it was about me. I had to go to the school and do the parties. And as a teacher, I used to teach for 15 years, special ed teacher. It was just like the most challenging day in this classroom because the kids are all hyped up and kind of out of control, right? Because it's Halloween. And even as a kid, like I got egged on my birthday one year, or like it just was like chaos always. And it never really felt like special and about me. And that was nobody's fault, but I think it was just something deeply that I've always felt. And then the reason why I'm sharing how this correlates to the remedy and not feeling enough and worthy and just kind of having like some self blame or hatred with yourself is like, I truly believe that the soul, my soul that's in this meat suit, chose October 31st for a reason at 5:15 a.m. Now you can go look up my birthday chart. You can look up my chart on that, but my soul chose that day and that time. I was born early. Your soul picks that date and that time. My soul picked not only that date and that time, but it also picked Halloween. It also picked my parents, who I love immensely. It also picked my name, Vanessa, which means butterfly. My brother had a hand in that, but I picked those brothers, right? I picked them to be my guardians, to be my protectors in life through my childhood. I picked my parents, who are just beautiful, amazing people. Um, and I'm so fortunate to have grown up in such a blessed home. Ooh, my emotions are coming out. Um, anyway, I picked all of that. My soul chose that. It chose Halloween. Me, I chose that. Why? I don't know. But how can I hate something that my soul chose? And I was walking a couple of months ago, back in August, at in Tennessee, in a campground that we were at. And I was walking, and sometimes I will walk and I will get these like really hit home downloads. And the hit home downloads was to love my birthday and to accept who I am. I am the witch and the butterfly, which is what really came to my mind. And I had to sit down and write this out. And I'm not really a writer. I'm very expressive. If you follow me, you probably learned how expressive I am verbally. And I just had this like hit to like sit down and write this down and like put this down on paper. So I took out my phone and my notes and I'm writing this down, in the campground. My dog wants to go back. It was really hot and sweaty. I put him in the shade. I like stopped at a chair and I just wrote this. And man, I think it was super healing. And I think that it's an acceptance piece, an acceptance of this is my birthday. My soul chose this. It's beautiful. My soul chose to be the butterfly and the witch, which is what the writing is about. So I'm going to read it to you. And I just want you to know how much I've hated my birthday probably my whole life. And this year, my birthday, I'm hoping to not hate it as much. We'll see. I don't know. I'm recording this before my birthday. It's going to come out on my birthday, but um everybody wants to feel special on their birthday, right? I guess. And I definitely feel that. And I think the overshadowing is the tough part for me, but also the acceptance of that I was born on Halloween. And there's something about Halloween, right? And there's something like if my astrology chart also has a darkness side to it. I have my Pluto is adjunct my sun in it. There's a lot of darkness there. Pluto is a lot of darkness. And it's like also accepting those dark parts of me. And that partly I am the witch, but the witch is full of wisdom. So yeah, I've always kind of hated that part. So I'm going to read this to you. It's going to be posted underneath, so you can I'll see how I do reading it. I've never really read something that I wrote like this out loud. But I'm going to read this to you, and you can read it underneath if you want. I'm kind of really proud of the writing that I did. It's like, I've never really been a very good writer. See, there's my self-doubt again about myself. But yeah, I think it's just a part of just learning to love and accept every part of me and every part of my soul, and that my soul chose Halloween as its date of birth. And there's a meaning behind that, and there's a beauty behind that. So I am the witch and the butterfly. And I'm going to read to you about it. I'm just going to pull it up and I'm going to read that to you. I am the witch and the butterfly. I was born on Halloween, and for most of my life, I've hated that birthday. But I know now it wasn't an accident, and nothing ever is. The moment we come into this world, we choose it all: the time, the date, the place, the parents, the siblings, and the experiences. Our souls choose with purpose so we can grow, learn, and evolve through both the joy and the challenges. For years, I tried to run away from who I was destined to be. I told myself, I am not a witch. Witches are bad. Witches are ugly. On Halloween, my mom dressed me as a witch, and I cried because I wanted to be Glinda, the pretty good witch, not the wicked one. But deep down, my heart knew the truth. The word witch comes from the root meaning of witch is wise and holy. Witchcraft was once known as the craft of the wise. That is the definition I choose to embrace. Astrology tells more of my story: Scorpio sun, my fire, my passion, my transformation through hardship. My Aquarius moon is my healer's heart, shaped by softness and my own suffering. And my Pluto conjunct sun is my darkness, my mystery, and my ever-changing path. To truly love oneself is to love all of yourself: the light and the dark, the soft and the hard, the good and the bad. To love yourself is to surrender to your soul's purpose. My soul chose Halloween. It chose to be female. It chose the name Vanessa, butterfly. Of course, I crave freedom and change. I am both the witch and the butterfly. So why would I not love what my soul so carefully chose? I am the witch, not wicked, but wise. A woman with a big heart, a loving heart. A healer who uses a medicine many still call witchcraft. How perfect. I am the butterfly, ever changing, ever evolving, and always seeking freedom. It is safe to love every part of yourself. Each part has meaning, and each part has purpose, and each part was chosen by your soul. You're not broken, you're not doomed, and nothing needs to be fixed. All you must do is lean into who you really are. Make space, allow, surrender, and become. I am the witch and the butterfly, the wise woman healer, a free spirit, sharpening her craft, flying free, and continuing to evolve. Well, that was my little writing I wrote as that download. And I think that the reason why I'm posting this on the homeopathy Substack as well is because I think Carcinosin is helping me really evolve this deeper connection with myself, and really this this acceptance of myself and loving all parts of myself. And those are true stories. My mom dressed me up one time as a ugly witch and I hated it. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, I don't want to be the ugly witch. I didn't like it. Like, I mean, these are all true stories that I've shared here today. And I hope that just gives you a little glimpse of me and who I am. And I really do believe that we're not broken or doomed and nothing really needs to be fixed. It's really about acceptance and surrendering and allowing. I think that's the hardest part of the healing journey, is to do that, is to accept who we are. And I do think it's kind of funny that I'm a homeopath and that I practice witchcraft and I'm born on Halloween. Like it's so beautifully fitting and perfect that that's what I've become. And I've become that through my experiences, through my hardships, right? I would have never become a homeopath if I didn't go through the extreme challenges that I went through in my own healing journey. And having that Aquarius moon, and that Scorpio is my fighter, but that Aquarius moon is my healer. Like having those two dualities together in my chart probably allowed me to just flourish as the person that I am. So yeah, I think we should just learn to love and accept who we are. And that's the lesson here today, and realize that nothing needs to be fixed. It's just learning to love and accept ourselves. That's the most important thing that we could do. And that everything has meaning and that everything has a purpose and nothing is by accident or coincidence. And yeah, I just hope you really enjoyed that. And I'm happy to share it. And it feels kind of cool and deep to me in a lot of ways. And I think it's amazing that I would be walking and just get this download. I mean, I get a lot of downloads, but that felt like a shift in me. Something so small that we think would be so insignificant has a lot of depth and meaning. So maybe I'll do a follow-up video and let you know how I felt about my actual birthday when it actually is here. Because like I said, I'm recording this before. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you're ready for deep healing, I'm here to support you with homeopathics. And of course, I really do believe, I don't share a lot of my healing homeopathy with Substack, Substack about how much quantum biology and sunlight and nature and connection and all of that has helped my healing, but it's foundational and it's so part of it. And the Carcinosin person loves nature and feels so connected to it. And I definitely feel that. So anyway, have a beautiful rest of your day. And I hope that this brought something to you that was healing as well, and some meaning and some support. So have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.